Have you ever finally ticked something off your bucket list after dreaming about it for years? Well, day 7 in Bali was that day for me. We started our morning bright and early, heading towards Blue Lagoon for very first scuba diving experience. If you watched my previous Bali videos, you will know I am terrified of heights. But when it comes to water activities, I'm completely the opposite. I absolutely loved the water, and scuba diving was one thing I knew I had to do while visiting Bali. We booked our scuba diving experience at Blue Lagoon through Get Your Guide, and honestly it turned out to be one of my favorite experience from the entire trip. The funny thing is that all of us had different fears. I'm scared of heights while a couple of my friends were nervous about being underwater. But we all decided to do it together, and I think that's what made it even more special. Now let me give you one travel tip. If you are planning to go scuba diving, don't make the same mistake I did. I brought my GoPro all the way to Bali but forgot the SD card. Yep, still hurts thinking about it. Luckily, my friend had one of those waterproof phone pouches, so we managed to capture some footage. It's not the clearest footage, but I still wanted to include it because the experience itself was incredible. Swimming underwater, seeing colorful fishes, and experiencing a completely different world beneath the ocean was something I will never forget. After scuba diving, our day still wasn't over. Yes, next spot, ATV riding. And this was actually my first ever ATV experience. Now, if you have never done ATV riding before, you can either drive the ATV yourself or sit behind someone else. And guess which option I chose? Definitely the passenger seat. Now, let me tell you something funny about me. I can drive a car perfectly fine, but I cannot ride a scooter or a bike. So there was absolutely no chance I was taking for an ATV on muddy tracks for the first time. So I happily sat at the back while my friend did all the driving. We only purchased the photos from the experience, and even though it was fun to try once, the bumpy tracks definitely left my back feeling sore afterwards. By this point, we had been out since early morning and were completely exhausted. But there was one more place I absolutely wanted to visit before ending the day, the famous Ubud Art Market. And after visiting several markets around Bali, this was easily my favorite. If you love street shopping, then Ubud Art Market is definitely worth visiting. But here is something many people don't tell you. Most videos only show the outdoor street market area. What many people miss is the actual Ubud Art Market building located right next to you. Make sure you go inside and explore. The building has multiple floors filled with shops, and honestly, some of my favorite finds were from inside the building rather than outdoor stalls. So if you are planning to shop in Bali, don't just explore these street stalls. So I definitely call that a successful shopping trip, and that's it for day 7 part 1. Even though we were exhausted in the evening, we went on to experience something that had been on our Bali itinerary from the very beginning, and it ended up becoming one of the highlights of our trip. So if you don't want to miss part 2, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram